Whoa, jump scare. Hi everybody, it is I, Caffeine Fox, and I'm back after like freaking long hiatus. Yeah, man, it's been freaking busy. It's been so freaking busy. But I'm not gonna bore you on like why I've been busy. But I do have a new life thing that kind of came up, and it got me kind of thinking, you know? I don't know about you, like I don't know if you discovered the way to stop time and, you know, kind of live at whatever age you are forever. Contrary to my looks, you know, my young foxish looks, I'm not exactly as young as I thought I was. And this trip I took to visit my brother and his wife kind of put it all in perspective for me. During this whirlwind of activity of not being online and not making videos, I went to go and visit my brother, his wife, and their new daughter. She's like 2 months old, at least at the time I visited. And it was just kind of strange, right? Because like I'm now officially an uncle. I am Uncle Calf. I have hit Unc Status. It was just kind of strange because I was just thinking in my head like, wow, time's going on and you know, everybody's just getting kind of older. These are all the people I kind of grew up with, right? Like my brother, he's younger than me, and I always just kind of figured, hey, you know, he's younger. I never really thought about age too much, you know? And it wasn't until visiting them that I was kind of like, oh, neat. A nice little taste of mortality. And I don't want to make it seem like all, you know, dark and grim. That is far from the case. It was really awesome getting a chance to see my niece. I mean, she's so freaking young though. Like all she did was kind of stare at the wall. Object permanence, you know. Some furries haven't developed that yet, but it was really cool getting a chance to be like the person who made her stop crying because I can dance. And like I was just dancing around like this and like she just stopped crying. It kind of felt nice. It was like, yes, I did that. It also kind of got me thinking too, right? Because everybody is their own individual person. I mean, it sounds kind of stupid with me saying that right now, but my niece, when she grows up, is going to have her own likes, dislikes, hobbies that she's into and stuff. And, you know, me being a furry, that's kind of one of the hobbies I chose. And it's just kind of odd thinking about that, like growing up and then realizing that your uncle made furry YouTube videos on the internet. You know, so I'm just kind of like, as she gets older, I don't really know how I'm gonna broach that subject, or even if I should, right? Because like it doesn't really matter. But I don't know, I think it might be kind of cool to be that furry uncle that's out there. I just don't know how that conversation is gonna start. Like, we'll go out and get pizza for dinner when her dad and mom are like, yeah, you know what, go ahead and take the niece out, go and do something fun. I'll just like sit her down and be like, hey, guess what? I have a fursuit. I'm an animal person. And yeah, I just don't know how that's gonna go. And like, okay, in my head, I can tell myself that I'm not gonna tell anybody, you know, that I'm a furry. And I've made that mistake, I've said that so many times now that it's really hard to kind of count and keep all of it straight. Like when I was in the military, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell anybody that I'm a furry. And lo and behold, everybody on the base ended up finding out I was a furry pretty much. I got coined by the commander in fursuit. I have a coin from that. He just plopped it in my little furry paw. And then, you know, when I got out of the military, I joined the private sector and I was like, you know what? This time it's gonna be different. I'm not gonna tell anybody that I'm a furry. It's gonna be my little secret. And then somehow in conversation, it ended up coming up again. So yeah, now people at my other work know of my channel. No matter where I go, I can't seem to keep it a secret. So rather than try and like say I'm going to keep it a secret now from my niece as she gets older, I don't know, you know, like I'm not gonna hold myself accountable to that. But yeah, all of that aside, you know, Unc Calf status aside, you know, I just don't really know like what I really wanted to do for this video. Kind of sort of an update, but y'all know what's going on in my life because I honestly haven't been posting that much to social media. I haven't been making videos as often as I have. I've streamed a few times, but you know, it's not quite the same, right? So I'm not really sure what I was gonna do with this video, but at any rate, I'm becoming a gray muzzle. Actually, before this video comes out, it's gonna be right next to my birthday. So I'm going to be another year older. I'm going to be heckin' old. I've reached old furry status. But yeah, I hope you liked today's video. If you did, you know, feel free to give it a thumbs up and I don't know, hit that bell button for some notifications and, you know, subscribe if you kind of like this content and want to see some more goofy fox uncle shenanigans whenever the videos come out. Have a great rest of your day or night. Right now it's day, but it's so dark because the time change happened. I drove home in the dark. It freaking sucked. This is my least favorite part about this season. I wake up and it's dark and I get home and it's dark. I am a vampire. But yeah, I will see all of you in the next video and yeah, stay fuzzy. Yeah, bye-bye now.
Oh my goodness, I'd like to give a huge thank you to the following Gold Egg patrons: Ashira Pony, Funtime Wolf, Cinder Kitten, Apollo Bunny, Dynamo, DH, Emerith Cantonine, Eoric Bernison, and Moodle. And a huge thank you to all my other patrons and supporters as well. If you'd like to consider becoming a patron, check me out on the link above. Oh my goodness, thank you.